Last Sunday on My Kitchen Rules, things got uncomfortable in Cape Town.
I didn't enjoy the meal like I thought I was going to.
I'm not saying that I have more integrity than anybody at the table.
He's saying some of us lack integrity.
The integrity police.
Especially for OG&G, who found themselves at the bottom of the leaderboard.
It's not over yet, yeah?
Nicole and Zamonga host the final instant restaurant in KZN, where they are cooking to stay in the competition.
I'm so grateful that your parents are letting us use their home here.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't have worked in either of our houses.
My friend, I'm excited, hey?
And we just need to be methodical about ticking things off, because you know when you're in a hurry, next thing we've forgotten half the stuff.
I love you, friend.
I love you too.
And whatever happens, I'll always be your friend.
I'll see.
Screw you!
I'm gonna take that million, you're never gonna see me again, girl. Over the fence. Whoosh.
I'll come find you. I will come find you.
I'll be in Paris. Hi, I'm Nicole.
I'm Zamonga.
And we're foodie friends.
From Durban.
What we like about Durban is that there's such a nice variety. You've got that inner city life. You've got far more of a bliss coastal feel up Flanga, moving this way towards Belito.
I'm an entrepreneur and I've started my company this year in investments. I also have an organization called Afropreneurs where we bring young people together to make Durban great again.
I serve as a local government councillor in the eThekwini municipality, and I'm also the deputy leader of my caucus.
Coming from a huge family, I was always around the older ladies and they'd always make you cook. Things like tripe, you know, putu, bab, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
that's where I started.
I learned to cook because my mom used to always make chicken stews with brown rice for supper, and I didn't like them, so I complained, and she told me to cook my own food then. So I did.
It's warm enough.
Use the one in the cupboard. Don't use that one.
Thank you.
We have quite a lot of disagreements, I think, because we both have very big personalities. Yeah, that's fine. Take it off. Else it'll get tough.
My cucumber's doing just fine.
I think both of us are very competitive. So we like the idea of meeting people and enjoying their food, but I think we also want to take this seriously.
We're going to give it our all. Supporting each other is the main ingredient.
And we want to win.
Of course. Because we are going to win MKR.
We are definitely going to try and bring it home for Durban. Okay, the light screen. Awesome. So we're on our way to shopping. We have to go get all our goodies for the evening. Just hoot loudly and drive. 60 is the score to beat tonight. We just got to get one more point. 60 and we're safe.
So ricotta is the hero of our menu today.
Hello, have you got ricotta? For starter, we're serving ricotta and basil ravioli with Napolitana and a touch of cream.
Nicole and Zama.
The last instant restaurant, my friend.
They've spoken a big game. The flavor here in this dish is going to lie in your Napolitana sauce.
Absolutely.
That has got to be out of this world.
Yeah.
Because that, for me, is going to carry this whole starter.
Yeah.
You're all over the show here. We need cling wrap. Cream. So I'm going to take these two big ones because there's a lot of cream going on tonight.
Friend, please grab another one. One more.
We also want to make sure that we pace ourselves in terms of spending. My sauce, I need like 2 tablespoons of cream, and the dessert, we need 600 ml, so there's more than enough here.
Save each latte. This is perfect, my friend.
So we need chicken for the main.
For mains, we're serving sous vide chicken medallions stuffed with coriander and feta and served with sweet potato and pepper jus pesto.
Sous vide chicken.
More surprises.
This is essentially cooking in a warm bath at a constant temperature. How are they going to do this at home?
I would hate for them just to be boiling in a pot of water, you know?
Yeah.
This trolley's so full, it's like losing it. My king, nougat. Yes, babes. For dessert, we're serving a nougat and pistachio ice cream cake.
What comes to your mind when you read ice cream cake?
The flavors here are spot on. I'm just hoping that they finish it off with a bit of finesse, that's all.
Let's hope that they smash it.
I hope so too.
Should we stop at the McDonald's for a nugget?
Ooh, my fave. I think once we leave the shops, the reality kicks in. I think once we get into the kitchen
And that
it's
doorbell.
due time and it's, yes, I think everything's gonna kick in. The competition is on.
Okay, so we're home. It's do or die, so we've really got to get back in the kitchen, unpack all our bags, and make sure we can actually execute what we've printed on that menu. Okay, friend. The important thing is to get the setup of our restaurant underway.
So
Let's go outside.
So the idea of our instant restaurant is centered around the coast. It's simple, it's self-explanatory, it's also young, it's fun.
It is a bit of a playful theme. We better get brownie points for this.
This pink came out nicely here.
Beautifully.
The orange, the pink, hallelujah.
Don't fall off the chair.
We want people to feel like they're coming to an island and they're just letting their problems disappear. Sure, this is way too much pineapple on one table. In line with our citrus theme.
We want them to enjoy a little bit of us and a little bit of a playful vibe with no drama like in Cape Town.
We got it. I also think it's time for us to go get our prep ready.
We've done what we can. Whew, friend. 2 hours and 56 minutes until our guests arrive.
Let's wear our aprons and let's
Scary
get the
stuff.
show rolling.
I'm feeling quite frazzled at this stage, but putting the apron on feels quite exciting.
And now we have to divide and conquer.
I need to start on the filling for the ice cream, and you need to start on the
I need to do the base for the ice cream. And our mission is prep your starter, prep your ice cream cake, and let's get it going.
Do you think Brent and Andrew are going to be excited to see us tonight?
I start with the ice cream cake base, and I want to make it chocolatey. I want to make it kind of dense, but a little bit cakey as well. I want a smooth, fluffy kind of butter for my base.
Okay, so now I'm going to whip this cream to make the ice cream mixture. I start with the filling for the ice cream cake.
I definitely think the ricotta cheese for our ice cream cake will wow everyone.
Come look how gorgeous this is. Look how smooth that looks. I incorporate the ricotta. It's nice and smooth with the nougat and pistachios, and make sure that that is ready to go on the beautiful base that Zama's going to bake. Oh, looks lovely.
Well done, my child. I'm gonna start preparing the ravioli pockets for our starter.
I've made pasta before, but it's not something I'm super comfortable with, so it's more her baby today. Have you been working on your integrity? Have you been watching some YouTube videos?
Yeah. Why you like this? So once I've made my little dome, okay, let's call it a Zulu hut. I'm gonna start adding my eggs. My dough for the ravioli is quite an effort. So the flours, the eggs, and the kneading and the folding honestly proved something else.
Do you leave it to rest in the fridge now?
Yes, I'm gonna wrap this in cling wrap and then I'm gonna put it in the fridge.
I'm not super confident with pasta. I'm very good at eating it though. I make the ricotta and basil filling for the ravioli. Okay, so friend, for this, I'm gonna add the basil to the ricotta. I'm hoping the flavor of this basil will be really nice and prominent in that ravioli. I think it needs a little bit more lemon, a little bit more basil.
It does need more flavor. So at this stage, we've made the pasta dough. We've made the ricotta filling for the pasta.
I've made the basil pesto for the starter. I want this pesto to be quite thick because it's gonna be a decorative element on the plate. We're only a few minutes in and our aprons are already a mess. There's flour everywhere.
Honestly, whole kitchen. Pasta rolling is quite a process.
This looks beautiful.
But by the time we got that right, it was an issue of just stuffing our raviolis and creating the pockets.
Nice work, pumpkin.
Nicole, I'm now taking the cake mixture out of the oven.
And then can you put the ice cream on it and put it in the freezer?
It first needs to cool, and then after that, we put in the mixture.
So that cake is basically done. It's in the freezer.
Nicole had to then jump onto our mains and start preparing our chicken.
Yeah, I got it.
So I'm gonna do
We just need to get
the cling wrap, and you're gonna do the rolling.
So the key thing for me now is to get those chicken breasts stuffed, get them ready to go into the water. The chicken is really the hero of the main. The key ingredients in this chicken is really this coriander and feta. We want the flavor to be really prominent, and that's why we're using this method of cooking.
Yeah, but you know, if you don't get this thing right, water seeps through and then your chicken becomes soggy and then it doesn't taste right.
Lots could go wrong here, my friend.
We've got about 3, I'd say, at this stage. Okay, we have 5 minutes before we change.
Better go get dressed, put our glad rags on, and get ready to welcome our guests.
Yes, good prep.
Let's go look pretty. There's been a lot of progress. I think we've done quite a lot of prep in the 3 hours. And now it's showtime.
Yeah, you look good, by the way.
Thank you, you look good too.
Love you.
Love you too.
Last instant restaurant.
There's something very calming about being at the coast.
It's the business end of this whole thing, yeah?
It is, it's the last one.
We're a bit worried.
We lost in the leaderboard, so
Yeah.
it's a decision maker for us, this one.
Tonight, I am expecting perfection. I'm expecting something very fancy.
They've been quite critical throughout the whole competition.
They got to bring their A game.
Last night, guys, let's make it a good one.
I wonder what they're gonna look like.
They are covered in flour from top to toe.
Zama looks like she's wrestled a flower bunny.
It smells amazing.
You guys look so good.
Look at that.
Welcome to Durban.
We are in
Like
the
a
tropics.
I'm telling you.
We are in the
Derby
tropics.
Perfect place for...
Like prachtig, né?
It's so tropical.
It's got this coastal vibe. You feel like you're at some beach in the Caribbean or something.
I'm loving that. Oh,
So cool to be outdoors.
It's really cool. We're outside. I can hear the sea.
That's what Durban should be.
Yeah.
it's very rustic.
So welcome to the East Coast and welcome to our restaurant Coast.
This restaurant is about where we live and the inspirations around us, but also about the kind of feel that we enjoy in our lives and want to give you, about being around family, friends.
So let your hair down and have fun. It's our last instant restaurant. Let's make it count.
Thank you. Let's go cook.
Go have fun in the kitchen.
I think after all the drama we had on table at the previous instant restaurant, tonight it's kind of a relief to just enjoy good vibes.
Teamwork makes the dream work, right?
Amen. Amen.
I'm a little bit nervous because I know it's time for us to deliver.
So we're going to get on that Napolitana that goes with the starter. It's a really important element because the ravioli is quite creamy and quite light. I'm also going to add a little bit of chili just to give it a little bit of sort of warmth.
So I'm on the starter and that's all we have to do.
Okay.
I'm just gonna finish making these Parmesan crisps.
Okay, so I'm adding these tomatoes. My onions and my garlic have softened quite nicely. I've got to make sure that Napolitana sauce is nice and balanced, and then a little bit of chili. It needs a dash of balsamic. Hopefully it'll work. I think the sauce definitely needs to have a little bit of punch. Hold thumbs. So this is just some frozen berries, and I'm going to cook it together and make a little berry coulis for dessert.
Last one. Last instant restaurant of season 1.
Oh my God, Deja.
Jajazila. Final instant restaurant.
Better clean those aprons.
Do I look fine?
You look gorgeous.
I look horrible. Why after me?
Nice flamingo.
Yeah.
Hey?
Nicole Zamonga.
Flour, top to bottom.
I don't know if it was you or I, but someone put flour on the back of Jay's suit, and he's wearing this black suit with this flower handprint. Not a good first impression.
It's like being on an island.
I'm loving the sweet and sneaks.
Oh, yeah, there. Oh, the judges.
The judges came in.
Oh, la, oops.
Rockin'.
Does it come with a straw? Is it
Yeah, right?
So welcome to our restaurant, Coast. Being the last instant restaurant, I think we should make it a kicker. We should celebrate us, because it is hard going last, guys. You guys are hectic. and we also thought it was a way in which we celebrate you guys, because it's been lovely for Nicole and I to meet such a lovely set of people.
It's kind of tough. You realise it's the last night that we're all sitting around the table.
Should we talk about what today is actually about?
As you all are painfully aware, tonight is the last round of the instant restaurants.
Which essentially means that at the end of tonight, the team with the lowest score will be eliminated.
It's important for us to stay in this competition at this present moment because I feel like we've still got more to give.
But let's not focus on the end of the evening.
So what's on the menu tonight?
So you can take, it's not really uncover your menu. The pineapples versus your menus didn't blow into the golf course.
I'm turning over my menu and it's like, oh my gosh. It's like freaking Italian.
I think the first thing Michiel saw was all the difficult words.
So for our starter, we're having a ricotta and basil ravioli with a Napolitana and a creamy sauce.
I like Italian food, so as a starter, I'm like, okay, great, I'm excited.
For mains, we're having a Sous vide chicken medallion stuffed with coriander and feta, served with sweet potato and pepper dew pesto.
Sunshine chicken.
Sous Vide.
I don't even know what it is.
And for dessert, we're doing our take on a pistachio and nougat ice cream cake.
Ice cream cake. Hey.
Nice.
I'm just thinking, girls, are you going to walk the walk tonight? And I'm looking at OG and G's faces, and I know that they know if Zama and Nicole pulls this off, that's the end of the road.
It's a very technical menu, but I wouldn't have expected anything less from Nicole and Zama. They're very particular, they're very opinionated, and they're going to try and get everything done to a perfection.
I'm going to use Nicole's words now. I am expecting this menu tonight to be absolutely palatable. Google says it means delicious.
This is a very, very tough menu. I mean, even with the sous vide.
Does anybody know what sous vide is? You vacuum pack something. So you seal it in properly, not in a Ziploc bag. So you vacuum pack it properly, seal it, and you can add flavorings to it. And then you cook it in a bath of water.
We're gonna eat chicken cooked in plastic. Sous vide. Sous vide.
I'm going to take up the ravs.
The sauce is quite spicy.
Friend, you like a kick, eh?
Yo. The elements we're adding that aren't on our menu are the Parmesan crisp, and then also the bacon to give a little bit of the salt and to give a little bit of sort of meatiness and crunch to the dish. And to give it a little pop of flavour, being a vegetarian dish.
OG, does this dish make you nervous at all? I mean, for you guys, obviously, it's a big night.
We are sitting in a nervous spot at the situation because we are sitting last in the leaderboard. It's either us or them. As sad as it is, I'd rather it be them going home.
Those ravioli pockets are in the boiling pot for not more than 4 minutes. Okay, Fred, when this ravioli's up, you can start plating the sauce, I think. So we start to plate the starter. We use the pesto that I made and make the beautiful stripe on the plate. Ish, this pasta is beautiful, babe. Then we can put the sauce on. Woo!
Is it heavy?
It is. I would
die if you dropped it.
I would die too. And then it's all about assembling this dish and making it look as beautiful as possible.
Beautiful sauce, my friend.
Beautiful.
Like, I'm done. You can start coming with rav. I actually have to do this with my hand.
We add the little sprinkle of bacon to give it a bit of texture.
Okay, cut through one of them and gently put it in.
Parmesan crisp gives some texture, it gives a little bit of height to the dish.
I think this is such a pretty little number, don't you think?
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. This dish looks really gorgeous.
Oh, clever girl.
Okay, let's go.
Hey.
Starters are served.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fred, which way are you going? I'm like burning.
They look like a hot mess. They look like they're fighting to stay in this competition.
Nice and warm. Good girls.
Shall we? Nicole and Zama, for starter, you served us ricotta and basil ravioli with a Napolitana sauce and a touch of cream. I felt like your choice of filling wasn't the cleverest. It was a very one-dimensional flavor profile. And then when I read this dish, for me it was a vegetarian dish. And then all of a sudden I get this bacon, which helped the dish, but was it a clever thing to not mention on your menu? So unfortunately for me, it wasn't to my standard.
Reading the menu, all I see is flavor. I would have loved half the amount of sauce with double the amount of intensity. The pasta itself was quite bland. You got the ricotta in there, but there wasn't a lot of filling. I was looking for something just a little bit more robust in flavor. I don't think you've given us your best yet.
It's just incredibly deflating to put so much effort into something and get a negative feedback. So we've got all these chickens
Are you bummed?
Yeah, of course I'm bummed.
Like on like how much level bummed?
Like quite bummed. How do you score bummedness?
Out of 10.
10. This is do or die time. There are no comebacks if we stuff this up. The world waits for no sad cook, my friend.
It's very bland.
The sauce is amazing with the 200 and the pasta's thick.
I did find the Napolitana, the spice of the Napolitana, quite overpowering.
The bacon and the little crisp parmesan were the best parts of the dish for me, and that wasn't meant to be the hero.
So I didn't mind the spice, though not really a Napolitana, maybe more of an arrabbiata.
Yeah.
Too much of it. I suppose I have to end off by saying something that maybe both Nicole and Zama would have said. Overall, it lacked a little bit of finesse.
In Zama's words, you know, I feel that, you know, I love basil. I love basil. And I love cream and ricotta. But it just didn't work for me tonight, you know.
I'm thinking to myself at this time, it's possible that we could be a foot ahead of them.
So I'm gonna have the Sous Vide chicken medallions for our main. It's done for you in about 5 minutes. The pepper dew paste has been done. That was prepared, it's in the fridge. Our chicken has been wrapped.
I'm gonna cook this chicken slowly so we have time to make sure it's perfectly done. So the idea is that we cook them to get them nice and soft and cooked through, and then we put them into a pan just to give them a little bit of color.
What I am worried about is the sauce.
We didn't get enough cream for the sauce, which is my fault. So I'm just trying to figure out what we could do that would still work with the sauce. I didn't buy enough ingredients for the sauce. We just have to get on with it. I mean, what else can we do?
I'm not angry, mistakes happen. Okay, my friend?
All right.
So we're a team, okay?
Okay.
I love you.
Love you too.
Chilled.
I'm trying to make a sauce and incorporate some garlic and some flavor. I'm just gonna put a bit of wine in here and let it reduce to infuse some flavor. I'm a little bit stressed that this dish might be a little bit dry.
Do you need more coriander?
Yeah, give me whatever you have and I'll use it. I'm trying to innovate.
Oh, sorry.
But it's not really working.
But everything will be fine. Sure. It's just, yeah, well, happy spirits, Nicole. Get over it. So, friend, are we smiles now?
No, I don't like smiling.
Smile.
You can't see my face. You don't know what I'm doing.
Smile.
Thank you.
The difficulty for them is to have cohesiveness in the kitchen after getting a bad critique and just picking themselves up and putting a good dish out. It's going to be difficult. I think the heat in that kitchen is...
You think?
I think so. I've sat around the table with Nicole and Zama, and they snap at each other, they roll eyes at each other. I'm sure if there's a bit of pressure in the kitchen, that will come out.
Yeah, definitely.
If there's one place it can come out, it's in the kitchen.
In the kitchen.
With all those knives.
Okay, so we're gonna cut it into 3 and let's see if it's cooked properly. Well, it holds, it's tight, it's a tight medallion.
I think they look
There's
lovely.
this filling, and
They
then
look lovely.
these will get pan fried. The stuffing looks fine, the texture looks fine.
What I'm worried about is it all coming together. So I was relying on the creaminess of that sauce that no longer exists.
Hey, ladies.
Hi.
Nicole, Zama.
How are you?
How's it going? How are we feeling after the critique?
Obviously, the mood has deflated, but I think, I don't know, like I'm trying to be positive and hope that we plate something better for our main. Don't cry, my friend. Yes, Nicole, mistakes happen.
Nicole bursts into tears.
I'm not even angry.
Somebody did something wrong, and there's a blame game going on. It's only the start, phase 1.
Friend.
You still have 2 more to go.
Friend Ukalelani, come on, you're so beautiful.
I'm just very frustrated.
I'm not angry, I'm like over everything.
Angry about?
It's fine, like things happen, like things get forgotten, so it's okay. Like, we'll be
upset about that.
And I'm starting to wonder, what are the dynamics within this kitchen?
Okay.
I'm upset about the starter.
Don't be, it's happened.
You can't focus on that.
You
That
didn't
will be the
like
worst
it.
thing to do, is
Yeah.
focus on that. You need to focus on the next 2. A lot of people have started off bad and finished off on a high.
I think this has been a really long day. It's very tiring physically, mentally, and emotionally.
Just bring it.
There was that discussion that Nicole sort of brought up, that where she admitted to being very critical, and she said that she feels quite concerned because there's, her words, a lot of people with grudges.
Everything is subjective because, you know, it's still a mixture of what you're plating and personalities and what people think of you.
That looks amazing. Yeah. Okay, I think the sweet potato is fine. Everything's gonna be fine, Nicole. We're gonna take these medallions and pan fry them. I think now that we have our mojo back, things are gonna move quite fast. But Nicole, we're nearly there. How's the sauce coming along?
It's very lemony, but I quite like it.
It's very lemony. Should we add what Nicole's made or shouldn't we?
I think a touch of the sauce would work nicely, like a...
Can't have a lot of it. Nicole is worried that our chicken medallions might be dry. I don't know, friend, it's too lemony.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, I'm not sold. So we have a whole lot of deliberation.
And if we just put like a teaspoon?
Are we gonna put out something that we're not necessarily part of? It's like it's your call now because we pretty much done.
There's something weird and chalky about it.
It's just too lemony. Eventually, we don't add the sauce to our dish. Do you want me to start plating?
Yeah. That looks nice. Can I start chickening?
Just try and make it look pretty. How are you feeling, my friend? Are you better?
Yeah, I think this stuff's really stressful, but like it is what it is.
I'm actually happier with the flavor profile of the dish that we're gonna put out now. I think everything will just work as it should. Let's do this.
Okay, ready.
Are you happy with your main, friend?
Yeah, let's go.
Mains are served.
Thank you.
Thanks. Very good plating. Dankie.
Shall we?
Excellent. Nicole and Zamonga, how are you feeling?
You know, it's a hard day. You've all been through it. Yeah. I'm gonna cry again.
Yeah, it's tough.
Hang in there.
Yeah, hang in there.
Almost there.
Hang in there.
Almost done.
I'm really, really hoping that we can get a positive feedback. It's gonna be okay, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
For main course, Nicole, Zamonga, sous vide chicken medallions, stuffed with coriander and feta and served with sweet potato and pepperdew pesto. Cooking something sous vide is pretty adventurous. The problem is you got to get it spot on. And for me, it was slightly over. The filling on the chicken, just not enough to appreciate it. I didn't pick up any coriander at all. I almost didn't even pick up the feta. And that's the salt I was looking for.
Sure.
Because I was looking for it there, I was looking for whatever sauce on the plate.
I was so concerned when I saw sous vide. I don't know if how you did this chicken was the best choice. The one piece was perfectly cooked. The other piece was a bit dry. The sweet potato, for me, it was lacking a bit of seasoning, maybe a bit of butter. It just was not a wow dish.
Thank you.
You're the youngest team in the group. You are very driven. And I tell you, a 10 out of 10 in the dessert can change a game. Get back into that kitchen and finish off on a high.
Not out of the safe zone yet. They could pull this off and then we could be head on head.
Yeah, it's hard.
Try to cut in advance because we're trying.
To succeed after the first dish.
My chicken was really dry, unfortunately.
The sous vide chicken was a bit of a letdown. I think technique let them down more than anything there.
Yeah, it just lacked a little bit of oomph.
And what would Nicole and Zama said about this dish around this table? I think they would have ripped it apart.
It'll be okay. We've got the cake in the freezer. I started the coulis before the mains, so we've got a bit of time to play with here.
Let's just do something fun. You know, we've been knocked. Let's make it a fun process. We're gonna have fun now. This is really pretty. You winning. So you said you want a line.
Yeah, I think a line would be pretty, like on the diagonal.
If the cake is here,
friend,
you have a line going down here.
I believe in your creative choices. I don't know where the line should go. We have to deliberate on what to do with the looser sauce.
Nothing's coming out because this stupid thing's not open.
Use the paring knife. That knife's too big.
Don't cut
Why
yourself.
do they sell closed bottles? Like,
Don't
this is
cut
the
yourself.
stupidest thing on earth.
But that just looks dangerous.
Are you
on its
scared of
own.
my knife?
Don't you want to put this over here, maybe? And I don't know what you're doing is just freaking me out.
I like freaking people out. Just kidding.
Okay.
Look at that, friend.
Thank you.
Execution. We go with a nice little drizzle of sauce on the one side of the plate. I'm worried that ice cream's going to be very hard, so I think we need to get it out with a bit of time to spare. The difficulty with the ice cream cake is that it's ricotta-based and not a custard base, so it doesn't have the same kind of texture, it doesn't soften at the same rate. Is it rock hard?
Kinda.
We need to make sure that it softens sufficiently that it's easy to eat, but not that it collapses all over the table.
There's a very fine line between a good ice cream and a bad ice cream. It needs to have that creamy ice cream texture.
Noga, we've made noga. It's not very easy to make noga.
To be honest, yeah, my worries are 10 out of 10. The dessert is where I'm most confident about them pulling it off.
We presenting and plating our dessert. But wait, please try make the line. I'm trying to see. Do you know? Make it closer towards the right. I'm going to make sure that everything's meticulous and it's as perfect as possible. I'm not happy with this line.
Okay, well then take it off and do it again.
No, I'm not good at doing lines. Okay, you see, it's not working.
That's a terrible idea.
Yeah, it's not working.
I love you, but no. We need to cut this ice cream cake.
It's perfect.
Okay, so let's start plating. I'll keep cutting. Oh, that looks lovely, my angel.
My only hope is that the heart comes through, and this is our saving grace.
Okay, you ready to go?
Yeah, come, let's go.
Are you ready? Desserts are served.
Thank you.
Oh, it looks beautiful. Okay.
Nicole and Zama, for dessert, you served us nougat and pistachio ice cream cake. This was creative. I really enjoyed what I saw on my plate. I love the little base. Even though it was a little bit too thick, the ice cream cake itself, there was this weird texture that I can't pinpoint myself. All in all, I enjoyed my dessert.
Thank you.
When it came out, I saw the chocolate layer and everything else. This is exactly what I envisioned, exactly. Did you make the nougat yourself?
No.
The little berry compote, I thought it was lovely. And the flavors were lovely, but could not get my head around the texture in the parfait. So you got to tell me what was in there that did this.
Ricotta.
Okay, that would have done it, for sure. I think if you're going to put something like a ricotta in there, rather than have people guess or second guess, let them rather expect it.
The feedback for the desserts is relatively mixed. They seem to like it more than the other two dishes.
Bon appetit.
Base is very thick. Give me another. For the first time tonight, I've got the flavors that are on the menu. I could taste the nougat, I could taste the pistachio.
I like the ice cream part of it. I didn't like the base. It's a bit too thick for me.
The dish, for me, was the best dish that they put out tonight, comparatively. At this point in time, we know that it's not over until the fat lady sings. It's not like we know what's going to happen at this point.
Everything is at stake for OG&G as the teams go off to score Nicole and Zamatonga's meal.
Okay, let's cuddle. Our cuddle position.
You want a snug?
Yeah, I need a snug.
We can see ourselves in the oven as well. What a day though, hey?
Yeah, no one liked anything.
Now we still gotta go back there and be like, we give you 3 out of 10. Lord have mercy. For me, the difficult part wasn't the kitchen. It was getting back into the kitchen after getting pretty crushing reviews.
Do you think we're going home?
We are home, so they can leave. I think that we've put up a great effort, put up a great fight, and now it's up to the judges and the other teams. You ready?
Yeah, it is.
Put a smile on your dial, mate. Do you want a strawberry for the road?
I think I've had way too many.
You sure? You sure?
It's the end of the evening. The adrenaline is starting to pump now because some team is going to be axed.
Nicole and Zamatonga. This is normally where we would deliver our scores, but tonight is slightly different.
As we're all aware, the lowest scoring team will be eliminated. And for that reason, we are going to ask you all to join us on the golf course.
The ladies look down.
Let's do it, Titan.
That walk down to the golf course does feel like we walking to the executioner a little bit.
We're walking in single file. David and Jay are already staring us straight in the eye.
You realize this is a competition for R1 million.
It's time for the verdict and whether we are still
in or out.
David and I will now deliver our verdict, scoring each dish out of 10, which when added to the guest team scores will give us our grand total out of 100.
OG&G is standing next to us. Nicole and Zama are standing next to them, and they've all gone really, really quiet.
To stay in the game, Nicole and Zamatonga need to score higher than 59.
Nicole, Zamatonga, for starters, you gave us a ricotta and basil ravioli with Napolitan sauce and a touch of cream. I unfortunately just did not get the flavors that I was hoping for. And for that reason, I give you a 5.
This dish was very one-dimensional for me. No distinction in any of your flavors. I'm afraid I can only give your dish a 4 out of 10. Nicole and Zamonga, for main course, you served us sous vide chicken medallions, stuffed with coriander and feta, served with sweet potato and a pepper dew pesto. Everything about sous vide is precision and technique. I think you took an unnecessary risk. For this reason, I'm giving you a 5 out of 10.
I thought it was very clever and I thought it was well thought out. But unfortunately, for me, the love and the care, I didn't feel. And for this reason, I score you a 5.
The main is the one plate that we were a bit nervous about, so I don't feel like that 5 is really unfair.
For dessert, you served us a nougat and pistachio ice cream cake.
So now the judges are about to score the dessert and it's their best plate.
Yeah.
I think for the first time in the evening, the flavors delivered with what was on the menu. And I really enjoyed it. But there were textural issues that could have been rectified. And for that reason, I give you a 6 out of 10.
At this point, it's looking good for us.
I don't see a huge recovery coming.
This was really a beautiful dish. And the flavors worked. I think you just need to work on your textures. I gave your dessert a 7 out of 10.
To stay safe in the competition, you are going to need a total score of more than 59 out of 100. Jay and I have given you a total of 32.
I'm seeing Jay and OG standing there, their thinking clocks goes like tick-tock, tick-tock.
Nicole and Zamonga, the guest teams have given you a combined score of 19 out of 40.
Wow.
Shock.
Wow. It's the lowest out of all of the 5 teams.
That gives you a grand total score tonight of 51 out of 100. Unfortunately, this means that your My Kitchen Rules journey has come to an end.
8 points behind OG and G, Nicole and Zamonga finish with 51, the bottom of the leaderboard.
So congratulations to you, OG and G. You are safely into the next round.
This whole time, it's been a close call for us.
Too close for comfort. No, that's not how we roll.
Yeah.
Nicole, Zamonga, the time has come to say goodbye.
We've been on the most amazing journey. You know, we've been to different parts of the country, met some amazing people.
Amazing.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Stunning.
Stunning.
Cheers to what's to come, guys.
Yeah.
Those flavors of personality and that diversity of people, for me, is invaluable.
Yeah. I think that we have definitely made the most of the journey and been true to ourselves, and that's the most important thing.
All the best.
Come to Durban.
To the second group. Represent. We'll be supporting you from the other side. Bye.
The 4 teams standing here will be going through to the My Kitchen Rules challenge phase.
From here on, things really heat up. It's a good time to be excited.
8 teams remain.
You now have a 1 in 8 chance of winning 1 million rand.
And will come together for the first time in the MKR Kitchen Headquarters.
Welcome to the My Kitchen Rules headquarters.